Hey, you guys, what's good? What's good? It's Tamiya Robles. I am a credit repair specialist expert. I am the owner of FixMyCreditNow850.com, and I am the host of my podcast, Coast to Coast Credit. Welcome, welcome. So, I'm doing yet another reaction video. So, I don't know what's going on in these streets, man, but it seems like it's a lot going on, and we need to talk about these certain things. So, first thing is we're going to talk about this outage, and I'm going to look at a couple of clips that I'm finding on YouTube. I don't know if any of you know, I really don't watch the news per se, except if it has something to do directly, indirectly with credit or your finances in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't discuss that, but obviously everything's interconnected with your credit. So I like to keep my ear to the street when it comes to that. But outside of that, I do not watch the news and I have my reasons. So let me just start playing some of these clips and I will give my opinion as I go throughout these clips here. And by the way, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you've experienced any issues with your service carrier, just leave a comment. Let's see what's good. Let us know. All right.
We have some breaking news right at the top, and a lot of Americans are feeling it right now. If you've had some trouble using your cell phone this morning, it's not just you. You're not alone.
Yeah, major carriers have been experiencing widespread outages all across the country, though AT&T is the most affected overnight. Users are on social media, and they're saying their cell service was down. They were unable to make or receive calls. Many are saying, though, texts appear to be working just fine. We're going to try to sort all this out with NBC's Brian Chung. Hey, Brian, good morning.
Good morning. Some pretty alarming issues here nationwide when it comes to the cell phone outages. So it's happening at three major carriers. It's happening at Verizon, AT&T, and also T-Mobile. AT&T appears to be the most affected with about 30,000 outages. It went down and then spiked back up alarmingly. We've also seen issues around 1,000 in number at Verizon and T-Mobile. And what seems like a good sign, AT&T outages, they did dip. But again, we're going to see whether or not after they've spiked again, can they really resolve those issues? Now, some of the most affected areas so far, they include San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, Atlanta. So it's happening in many pockets across the country. And there have been alarming.
That's not suspicious that these are major cities in the United States that got hit up. I find that to be sus. If you don't think that's sus, then I don't know. You need to check your sus radar or some shit. But that's crazy. That's interesting.
Reports from the San Francisco Fire Department that they can't get 911 calls. So this is really impacting some emergency services. We don't know what the reason is for the outage. The San Francisco Fire Department is saying in some cases
they can't get emergency phone calls. That's wild. In these major cities that need it, that's wild.
You should try to use a landline, and we reach out to all of the companies for comment. We have not heard back since.
I mean, what's interesting is that it's more than one carrier. So, I mean, there's a range of possibilities, I suppose, and we just don't know yet what happened here.
Right. Like, is it something that could be hacking related? Is it something that could be weather related, satellite related? We don't know at the moment. We're trying to get more information. We have not heard back yet.
But it's affecting.
How would it be weather related when this goes across multiple time zones and these states have different types of weather? Unless you're trying to say maybe the government controls the weather, but I'm just saying.
Big cities right now, that's where you're getting the most reports from.
Yeah, and cities. Even anecdotally, I mean, even this morning we've heard of some of our own colleagues having issues reaching some of us by cell phone. But again, this is happening. It's still happening. We're trying to see how.
Interesting also that it's nationwide. There's not one region affected.
Right.
Yeah.
And nothing from the carriers. You said they haven't made any comment as to what's going on.
They have not, no. But again, we've been hearing of issues in South Carolina, in New York City as well. So again, it seemed like AT&T was able to make the number go down, but then it spiked back up again. So again, it's just, we're not out of the woods yet.
All right, stay on it, Brian. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, in my opinion, y'all know what's going to happen. It's going to be the fact that matter of fact, let me see before I say my complete opinion. When was this released? I think this was released today. Couple hours ago. Yeah, this was released 4 hours ago, this video. So, and they're still having issues. So this is like the latest news. This is what's urgent, what's popping or whatever. And the fact that it's still going on across the country is alarming. there's people, I'm looking at the comments here. Actually, this one subscriber is saying that they're using a Cricket phone and they're having a problem with it. Another person is saying that they can't even talk to AT&T right now. Jesus Christ, like that's wild. That's wild. Yep. In Tampa, Florida, somebody says they're having an outage with their phone. What I think what's going to happen is what always happens every time they do these like weird outages is then there's going to be some sort of security breach. And then they're going to talk about, oh, if this happened to you on this day, you're part of the lawsuit, be part of the settlement. And then they're going to keep doing this. But the fact that it's major networks across major cities across the United States, that's bananas. So let's look at this one. This is another clip. This I'm gonna have to go past this stupid ad that they have. But yeah, this is from News4Jax, some local news station here. So let me found it on YouTube, but this is as early as an hour ago, as recent as an hour ago. So let me add this so y'all can see it. And let me press play and unmute, obviously.
Phone working. Now at 9 o'clock, is your phone working? Maybe not. And you are not alone. A widespread outage is affecting thousands of people who have AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. And those are just the people that have reported it. More than 32,000 outage incidents are being reported right now with AT&T alone. This all started around 4:30 this morning.
Yeah, one outage affects a lot of people. They've had tons of people who've actually called in. I got up this morning, I had the SOS in my right-hand corner, which means I don't have service, but I can call emergency if we need to. Now, we found out because we got in, we talked to people, and it's been interesting. We couldn't even go live because we use cell service to do some of our live reporting in the field. It does appear, though, some have it. Justin, do you have it yet? Are you back? So someone in the studio still has that SOS while other people are back on
people are
like
fine.
me. Now, JSO did.
Let me look at my phone and see if I have a SOS because I don't see it on mine. Let me see. Nope, I have T-Mobile. So, nah, so far so good.
Say 911 is fully operational, and also Flagler County posted on their social media this: text to 911 from AT&T users experiencing this outage are now being received. So that's the good news. If there's an emergency, they got you covered. But I want to show you kind of an idea about what we are talking about when it comes to this outage. So we said it started about 4 o'clock, and you can see that's where they started getting those phone calls as people started to wake up. It has grown. And just for AT&T, 58,000 people are calling in saying, we have a problem. And Verizon, it's a little bit less. They're actually down to 2,800 here for Verizon. And then Cricket, about 11,000. So that gives you an idea about if you're a Verizon customer, you're probably better than if you're an AT&T customer. Now, all of this is being talked about on social media. We were looking on X, and these are some of the funny memes and different things that are coming out. Americans going to Twitter to check why AT&T is down. So everyone, you wake up, you're like, what is going on? This person's like, I better see a credit for this one because I haven't had service all day. So people are having fun with it. It's certainly inconvenient, but here's the deal. If you have access to Wi-Fi, you will be able to access your phone, make those phone calls and text messages. So if you're at home now, get on Wi-Fi. You may not have service on your way to work, but then when you get to work or wherever you're going, try to connect to a safe Wi-Fi space, and then you'll be good to go. So we'll keep checking. Hopefully this will be resolved soon, as some people are getting service and others are not, Vic.
Yeah, good information there, Melanie. And certainly we want to make sure that people continue to know what's going on in the situation. So thank you for that update there. I want to get to your.
Okay, well, thank you, Melody, and the other dude. I appreciate y'all. All right. Yeah, I think this is bogus. I think it's always something. I think it's a distraction once again. You know how they do. We go through this all of the time. What I don't understand is how come we go through this and we're all shocked that something else has happened. Low key, something else has happened. We go through this every time when there's a school shooting, then we're all focused on the school shooting, and then low key something else is happening within politics, or the government or something is happening with our rights and shit like that. Like, let's stop being shocked, people. Prepare yourself. That's all I can tell y'all. Prepare yourself. We don't really have any rhyme or reason as to why these people are doing what they're doing just because they can. They're trying to redirect us. They're trying to have us think differently, move differently, pay for things differently. We have to wake up at some point. That's what I got. That's what I got. I'm gonna keep saying that shit over and over again. You know, this is another reason why I don't watch the news, because it's always something. But if you stay consistent with your shit, you can't really fail. You can't really fail. Now, as far as like, okay, outages on your phone, you can't control that. I understand, but just I don't want to be like stay woke, because I don't like that woke movement, the verbiage and all that and what comes with it. But just be aware and stay focused and be consistent. And what I'm telling you, hit me up to fix your credit and get it done quickly. It's not a sales pitch. You need to fix your credit. When I'm trying to tell y'all, get your VA disability, get that 100%. We got you. Come to fix my credit. You know what I mean? It's proven. Okay, it's proven. I'm saying, hurry up and get your money while you can. You dig me? Because there's so many changes going on, and we don't know what the next move is going to be. And you know, money is power and freedom and so on and so forth. I say cash is king and credit is queen. So fix your credit, get your money, and protect yourself. Protect yourself for what's coming. But I don't know really. I don't have too many thoughts on this because we've been down this road many times. Let's prepare for a lawsuit. Then they're going to be like, "Oh, this is the biggest lawsuit we've ever seen. This is bigger than the Santander lawsuit. This is bigger than the last T-Mobile lawsuit. Remember that outage before, and then now you subscribe and let us know if you were affected by this outage so we could give you a check 10 years later." Like, come on. We've been here before. They're doing some shit to our phone. They're checking in. They're checking in. They're checking our shit. But the question is, why? If you want to dig deeper, why? If you don't care to dig deeper, focus on your shit. Fix your credit. Get your money. Have a plan. Get on the business side. Do what you got to do in life. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. Let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. Is it me? Am I just putting my tinfoil kufi on? Let me know something. All right. Were you hit with this outage? Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, do what you got to do. I wish you guys the best of luck in your credit journey. I got to do way more videos because there's so much going on in these